Hello and welcome to me actually doing something. And this is what we're doing. I've employed my dad for free. And it's on the daily. And what else we have? Spaces. Coils. And yeah. So we're just going to update you as we go and get this thing on the floor. Right, job number one, hub bolts, because they could be the hardest part. But I soaked them in oil yesterday and soaked them in oil again right now. So we'll see what happens. I mean, it looks like this suspension is 30 years old. Just like the car, so odds are these bolts haven't been undone in that long, because I mean, look at it all, it's pretty gross. So yeah, let's give it a go. So we've got these loose, and I tell you what, where's old Bertie? We had to bust out the big guns. It was I mean, it was actually getting a little bit tense. We think we've opened his thing out a little bit. That's how tough it was, but it did go. Now, time to take off the links, and then we're onto the top, and then disconnect the whole thing. Oh, and obviously the brake line as well, which looks nice and crusty. So it's going semi-smoothly at the moment. There we go. Stock piece number one out. Drop link Dremelled, because let's face it, the old Allen key nut thing is dumb. Ready for the new one to go in. Had some good fights with it, but all gone. Ready for the coil. We also had to Dremel a slot in the bit that holds the brake line and fold that out the way, because these are just one solid hole. Not really sure, I think you're supposed to just fully take them off and bleed your brakes and stuff, but I'm not about that, especially when these things don't even have, you know, don't even have a thing for the brakes, so it's just gonna have to be fastened out the way anyway. But yeah, that's that side out. Just gonna pick a height for those and whack them in, and then we're on to side two. So that's in there, adjusted to a height that I'm just kind of guessing, educated guess. Gonna be bolted up. So now we're going to put one of those bolts back in, and then we're going to be using these Stance Plus bolts, which are a bolt with like an oval section in that just allows a bit of camber on that top bolt to push the hub in a bit. So I'm going to put them in, spin them as far back as they'll go, get that minus 1.75. Do it all back up, and then move over. So, coil's in, bolt is in, big spacers going on, and then the wheel is over there. And then that'll be this corner done, unless it needs adjusting, but we won't know till we've done the other side and dropped them both down. So let's have a look. So there's the wheel on, with the big spacer. You can see it sticks out just a little bit. Don't know how much this is going to drop when we drop it, but it'll be interesting to see. So that is one corner complete. Consider us on a roll. even though it took quite a while. So yeah, let's keep going. There we go, side number 2 is out. I did that one solo while I had lunch. Just went rogue and took that one out. Now I've got to match the length of that up to the other one. Even if it is too low, it's got to be matching, isn't it? So, and then that will go in. And then it's a case of get the bolt in, get the strut measured, get the spacer on, get the wheel on, and then find out that it's way too low. So I look forward to it. So there we go. Corner number 2 done. That's the rear completed. Is it kind of matching? It looks kind of matching. I'll watch this side. So we're now going to drop it down, see what happens. Where's all the mats? I will make a noise if it starts to do any damage. Oh. Is that off?
Not quite.
Not quite?
Right, you should release it.
I don't know how much more it's going to go. Go more.
That's off.
Oh my god. Okay, it's technically not touching.
Technically undrivable.
Oh, that's like perfect though. Oh, that's beautiful. I don't know what the bounce is like, but I mean, we measured it to perfection.
Yeah.
Well, we'll start on the fronts and then adjust these after.
Oh, it's solid.
Oh, it's not going anywhere. Do that again. See if you can tell on here. He is bouncing that, look.
That is really off. I can put my 12 stone on it.
Do that again. Oh! Oh! I can't tell if it's touching yet or not. That won't drive like that, but we'll have a quick analysis and then update. Okay, so 2 adjustments later, we now have a fairly decent gap, but it will probably settle a little bit less than that, and there's obviously bounce in it. Turns out when we dropped it before and it was a tiny gap, it was actually still on the jack. It had gone all the way down to the bottom of the jack, but wouldn't go any lower. It wasn't on the wood at the time as well, so it was sitting perfectly, but that's because the jack was still holding it, and when we got the jack out, it just went straight onto the tyre. So we've done a couple of adjustments, and now it's sitting more how it should. I mean, it's funny because with the wood, the car's still sitting flat. Like the arch gap from the front is like level with the wood underneath the back wheel. So now I'm going to spin it around and start on the front. Okay, so here we see the front is now out. New fronts to go in. Here's the current situation. These did not want to play at all, so we ground them out and they'll be swapped at some point in the future, but for now we're just going to get them in. The Dremel actually died, so the angle grinder had to come out to play, which is interesting. Slow, but we're getting there. So, front is done, spacer is on and everything. See, it's a nice fit. Might be too low, who knows. Now's the time to tell. Whenever you're ready. Oh! That may have been... Oh! I don't think we'll be able to steer, but... But damn, it's a good fit.
Not sure.
Well, we'll give it a bit of lock and see what happens, and then I'll update. So, fourth corner down, very tight. We're now going to take it for a test. Just going to go up the road and back, see if any bad rubbing happens. But it is good to go. Good to test anyway. Okay, so it's test drive time. We're going to see what rubs. Just give me a shout when it's good.
Tree. Oh wow. The wood that you just come off.
Let's see if it's as fun as getting off a dealer car.
Yeah.
It's all ABS plastic and ceramic. Let me just get a look.
Oh. Lower than I thought. Front is.
Yeah. Right, I'm just going to go up there and back. Hello. Right, I'm just going to go up there and back.
Oh, that's Richie.
Gotta go up just a little.
Over there we played. Here I am when you shot me now. No, the love you claim was just a whisper. Here I am now, shot me. Oh, hate that over there we played. Here I am when you shot me now. No, the love you claim was just a whisper.